Hey everybody, it's DJ with Blissed Out. This is our podcast where we showcase a lot of different entrepreneurs and businesses in the area. Today, you're in for a treat. I got my buddy Michael Crawford with the Fresh Pot on today. He came in from Cincinnati to come in here today to see us. He had some business to take care of in town here. And we're going to hop right into it. So this is the podcast where we drop bombs, so let's get into it. We got our first segment, Light the Fuse. So Michael, tell me, what inspired you to start your business?
David, thanks for, having me here today. So mainly what inspired me to start my business was I was in college and I was taking like an entrepreneurship class. Basically there was like I don't know if it was basically a competition. So the teacher was telling everyone in the class about a competition that she wanted us to enter, and it was a business pitch competition. And I had always, liked food and, had my ideas of like a food truck and, pop-up restaurant styles and things like that. And that's when I very first started, running ideas through my mind, preparing for this business pitch competition. And, from there, that was basically what inspired me. Kind of my teacher in college inspired me to, get my entrepreneurial brain rolling and enter that competition. And from there, I just never stopped rolling.
Yeah, once you start with entrepreneurship, you can't stop at that point. It almost becomes like second nature, don't you think?
Yeah. It becomes a little addicting in a good way,
So yeah, Michael used to live here in Sandusky, and I'm so busy sometimes I would order some things from some food, and he would deliver them wherever I was at. So that was pretty cool. And you got some good food, but you also got some good sauces. We'll get into these sauces later. Yeah. We got the special Creole sauce and the hot honey garlic. Yeah. We'll talk about them in a little bit, but we're going to get on to the next question.
Cool.
I might have to buy those two off you right there.
Buy those two. Hey, they're for sale. They're for sale. So
all right.
That's all right with me.
So what's a problem you're trying to solve, like when you started? Because you know how business is. There's always problems. Like right now we're still dialing in the podcast. We got the concept, know what we want to do.
Yeah. What
are you trying to solve here? What's the problem here? What are you trying to solve?
So problem that I was looking to solve, first starting out, which is still the same problem I'm looking to solve now, which is just looking for your non-traditional like restaurants, not brick and mortar, more of pop-up stands, more of food trucks, trailers, things like that. I saw that it became very popular. I'd say maybe about 10 or so years ago when I first started getting into thinking about doing the business.
Especially around here.
Yeah.
Sandusky's, if you're not from here, Sandusky's popping with food trucks, definitely, especially in the summer months. We got Cedar Point here. If you see this, and check out Sandusky, Ohio. We do a lot of cool things. Come for a visit here in town here.
Yeah. Sandusky Farmers Market is a great place where they, show creative food trucks and people with their ideas there. That's always, a great one to check out if you're looking for food trucks. I know we've got a lot of food trucks that came to the area. Even before I had moved to Cincinnati, I was noticing the influx of different food trucks coming to the area. But yeah, I just thought there was a creative passion, or I saw a need for your non-traditional food places, and that was kind of like the problem or area I was looking to solve and step in.
What were the early days like? So first off, before I ask that question, when did you start your business? What year?
So let's see. The LLC was officially filed in 2018.
Okay.
So I wanted to go about everything
the right
way. Yeah. Cool. Solid.
You have to go the right way.
Yeah. So
if you don't start right, it's gonna end wrong.
Right. You gotta start on the right foot. But yeah, 2018 officially started. basically the early days looked like me figuring it out, trying to figure out which direction I wanted to go, far as how did I want to put my first foot out there in the field, in the industry, and doing my research and kind of costing things out. The early days I started with a hot dog cart or a hot dog stand.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
I appreciate the hustle.
Hey, thank you, man. And that's basically where it came from. Everyone's saying like, hey, you can make money just selling hot dogs. You could just sell lemonade, or it was just finding my niche that I wanted to go towards. And once I looked at the cost of everything, I'm like, that's a good way to get myself out there. Starting off with the food cart.
Cool.
So I was selling hot dogs. I was doing like chicken Philly sandwiches, chili cheese dogs.
Oh man, you're getting me hungry already.
Yeah, just things like that you pull up to an event, or one of my very first events that I did with the food cart that I really remember was I went to downtown Cleveland. They had they called it Food Truck Friday. And they would set you down there right down on the main strip in downtown Cleveland, and just people would come by and come through and support, and it was
good traffic.
It was a great thing. Yeah, real good foot traffic. Yeah.
Heck yeah. So, what were the early days like? Like when you first started, like because you're saying you had to, you want to start off on the right foot.
Yeah.
You want to make sure things are done right, so they're not done wrong.
Yeah.
Because I've done some things wrong, and I'm like, then you got to backtrack, and it takes 10 times as long to get it right then.
Yeah.
Because then you got to fix it.
Yeah.
So that goes across board. So what were the early days like starting out?
So they were mainly more or less like me doing my research. When you have a food cart like that, a hot dog cart, you gotta be in contact with the city. You gotta be in contact with the health department. They want you got to have basically like a drawing designed out of like your layout of how everything's going to look every time you go to present at an event or out on the street somewhere.
Yeah.
So you got to, just do all your planning, make sure your water's running on there, make sure you're planned up to have all your sanitizer, all your equipment, and things like that. Just a lot of planning before ever touching an event, making my first sale, and things like that. So just the back end side of the permits and license and
compliance.
Yeah.
And you gotta make sure the compliance is down. Yeah. Yep. Well, you come a long way. You got sauces.
Yeah.
You're in a couple stores. I've seen you in some restaurants.
Yeah.
I've seen you at the farmers market. I think I bought some stuff off you too when I was down there.
Yeah, farmers market, man. It's
Yeah.
Good place.
So what's one thing about your journey that most people like don't see?
Let's see. Most thing people don't see is, just the daily grind of, being resilient in your mind, and,
It starts in the mind, don't it?
Yeah.
You gotta believe in yourself.
Gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta have a good plan. And it doesn't have to be the greatest plan. Your plan can adjust and adapt as you go.
Yeah, because as you learn too. Yep.
Yeah. So, basically, just what people probably don't see the most is the creative mind. Behind the scenes of formulating recipes for the sauces, and
I've had these sauces too. Yeah, I've had them. Yeah, the Creole.
This is going to be the most,
tell them about it.
Yeah, the hot honey garlic is going to be the most popular. That's very good. I said you can use that as a marinade. You can put it on your wings. It's good for dipping. Do like fries. Put it over your chicken. It's amazing. I've marinated like a pork roast in it before and slow cooked it. Came out great. And I had a couple other people tell me they did something similar with like a smoker. So people that have like smokers and grills and stuff like that's a big hit with them.
Brush it on.
Yeah. Slap it on. It's it's like Frank's.
Yeah. Slap it on, stick it in. Let's go.
Put it on everything.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
The special Creole sauce here. That's probably one of my favorites because I'm a seafood guy.
That's my favorite. Yep.
So
that's
good on shrimp. Rice, veggies, things like that. Mainly, I like to use it as like a hibachi style. You can put it on over the top as like a yum sauce.
Yep.
It's real good like that.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Shrimp.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Amazing.
Yep. These are 2 hot sellers.
Yeah. Those are my 2 most popular, right
Cool.
there. And yeah, we're just slowly working on different, sauces and recipes and things like that.
Cool.
And yeah, we're in Rhodes Marketplace.
I follow you.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Where you at? You on Facebook, Instagram? Like, what's your main?
Mainly,
Where can people find you at?
Mainly, I would say Instagram right now. It's the Fresh Pot _ mobile. That's how you can follow me on Instagram, and then the Facebook is the Fresh Pot Mobile, all one word. And yeah, I'm always on there trying to post videos and get people aware of what the industry is like. And I'm big on podcasts myself now. I do think that is a new avenue to where a lot of things are gonna be going towards. People have a lot to say. Everyone has their own story,
Right.
And these podcasts are a way to bring it out on the local
Cool.
level.
So if you want any of these sauces, you can reach out to Michael with the Fresh Pot on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll actually have that stuff tagged for you, so you can just click that, head on over, show them some love over there, guys. Right. We're gonna head on to the next segment we got. We just finished Light the Fuse. We're ready. You feeling it?
Yeah,
feeling good?
The fuse is lit.
All right,
we're here.
All right, we're going to the next one.
Yeah.
This is the build mode section. The questions, build mode. So yeah, you got to build, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. That's what you do in business. You're always building.
Definitely
And a lot of people, that's what they like to do, is just build. So we're gonna hop on this. We're gonna build it up. All right. Ready? Number 1. What has been the biggest challenge you've faced in business? I know you were having an issue trying to find someone to bottle it, because there's a special process you got to go through for compliance issues. It is. What were you looking for?
I was looking for a food scientist.
There you go. So that's what I know. But do you think that was your biggest challenge, or do you have one that's bigger than that?
That was one of my biggest challenges. I wouldn't say it was the biggest, but that was one of my most recent, for when I went to launch the sauces. So probably biggest challenge, like I said, not being a non-traditional brick and mortar. A big challenge is your location of where you want to, set up your pop-up, or, what market you want to go to and, display your products. And then, so yeah, probably second biggest challenge would be the compliance part, the different things you have to go through, far as, getting your permits and your license. Sometimes you gotta hunt people down and, send your emails out and stay on top of things. And then, once all that's taken care of, then sometimes they have to come out, inspect your place of business where you're operating out of. So, those are probably the biggest challenges, just making sure your compliance is right. And staying on top of it. It only has to be right one time. It has to be right every time, because they come back and check up on these things and make sure you're following through with certain stuff. So that's probably the biggest challenge. Regulations, and knowing your events where you want to go and actually set up and do your pop-up set. And another big challenge was basically when I had kind of like lost my first pop-up location, and it had me kind of like in like a, I wouldn't say like
limbo almost.
Yeah, almost like a limbo, like a shamble.
Did you feel almost stuck? Like you're just like, you don't know. I have that sometimes where it's like, I don't know which way to go, but I know I'm going somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is that what you're kind of like? You just, because I know you were next door over here for a second. I don't think that. Yeah. That wasn't.
No, that wasn't the the best.
But it made you move.
Yeah, it made
literally.
I took off after that.
You said, I'm out of here.
No, literally made me move.
Oh man.
But yeah, that location is a big challenge.
Yeah.
So I lost like my first pop-up location. I was doing good there. I was doing DoorDash. I'm doing catering. People are, coming to pick up orders, and I was kind of going for like a late night type of thing too with my pop-ups. So once I kind of like lost that location, that just made my mind start thinking, and that's when I ended up getting into the sauces here. I was I always like making my own sauces and cooking, being a chef at heart and everything like that. And I've been seeing you cook too. You've been making some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Man. We're gonna have to do a pop up together. I'm gonna get you in the kitchen, man. We're gonna sell
Let's
some
go.
plates, man.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah. Nice.
I'll bring my knives and we'll start going.
Ching, ching,
You every chef has their knives,
Yeah.
I bring them.
You gotta keep those one or two that no one can touch. They're wrapped up somewhere. That
I'm always telling my wife, "Where's my knife?" She's like, "There's two more in there." I'm like, "No, where's my knife?"
No, that's not
I said, "Where's my knife?"
Yeah.
Those two ain't mine. Those are, I don't know what they're even doing in there, but they ain't mine.
I'm looking for
Those are
knife.
backups.
Yeah. So that was a big challenge, and I started doing my research, and I learned more about the sauce business, which I didn't know that it was such a big industry as it was. So when I was doing my research, I'm like, okay, I could do that. I'm gonna start making my own sauces, and that's when I started doing them and doing pop-up farmers markets. I would go to Sandusky, I would go to Fremont, and just hit local events like that, and just slowly got my name up in the area. A lot of people know me as the sauce man here in Sandusky.
And they're about to know me as the podcast man.
Yeah. Blissed Out. I know you as the Blissed Out man. For sure.
Yeah. I got a whole thing planned. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Nice.
I see you got a lot of cool stuff going on too. You're prevalent on you're pushing content out. I see you pushing content. That's great. That's in my opinion, that's the best thing you could do. You got to get yourself out there, and that's one thing that I've had an issue with is trying to get out there, and that's kind of, I think, until people know who you are and trust what you're doing and see some results from it, then things pop off, and you've been in business about 8 years, you said, and that's a good accomplishment. That means you're doing something right, and you're growing.
To be able to
from hot dog cart to you got your own sauces in store.
Yeah.
Or
different,
or that you said the traditional brick and mortar, but the food carts and all that, and getting them out there, that's a great accomplishment. You should be proud of yourself for that one.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So I don't know. Did we ask this one? What is something you fail at that actually helped you grow?
Failed at to help me grow.
Yeah.
I believe I kind of talked about it a little bit with the last question.
Yeah.
So yeah, just losing that pop-up location, it just kind of made me start searching out to different things, and that was something that definitely helped me grow. It's like one thing can't stop me. You know what I mean? One location, you losing one location doesn't mean anything.
Right.
You find another one, you make your adjustments, and you come back even better because of what happened in that past situation.
Yeah. So what do you think separates successful entrepreneurs from everyone else? There's a lot of failure in this.
It is. So I think the main thing that separates a successful entrepreneur is definitely going to be the resilience and your mindset. You got to be able to take those losses and learn from different mistakes, and be confident enough in yourself to know you're gonna keep things rolling and figure things out. That to me, that's gonna make your best entrepreneur right there, the one that can handle the resilience of everything.
Yeah, I've said this a bunch of times, but some days, weeks, months, maybe even years, you feel like you're just beating your head against the wall, sort of, And
when you get that stuck moment, you're like,
I just got over one. It was rough. My wife was about lost her shit. Yeah. Oh man, it was bad. Oh, I was like, I'm bored. I'm like, something's not right. I feel stuck. I'm like, I feel just something wasn't right, and I figured it out, and I took care of it. Now I'm like, okay. But I mean, it was months of me just in a slump. You feel like you're in a slump.
Yeah.
You know how athletes are.
Yeah.
That's how I felt like I was in a slump.
When they're not playing.
I wasn't hitting them home runs for a minute. It was like, what do I? So you got to makes you take a step back for a minute, and instead of always going, it makes you kind of slow down and think. Yeah. So. I agree. I agree with what you're
One of
saying.
my favorite phrases is you gotta slow down to catch up. You know
Ooh,
what I mean?
man, I like that.
Sometimes, things aren't going right, or you just feel like, oh man, I keep messing up and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta stop, slow down, think a little bit, regroup, and before you know it, you're back on track and ahead of where where you were.
Oh yeah.
So,
Sometimes it's leaps and bounds,
hmm
Instead of just these small steps, all of a sudden you take that slow step back, and then you start going slowly forward, and then all of a sudden you're flying through, man. And you're like
you're
making
moving way
moves, and
faster
it's
than what you
yeah,
thought. Yeah.
yep. So sometimes going slow is slow as fast, sort of thing. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
exactly.
yep. Yeah, I've had to learn that because I'm always, you know how I am. If you know me, I'm always go, go, go,
Go, man. Yeah.
It's like, slow down, calm down. No, I'm going to keep going.
You're like, no,
I'll slow down when I can't move.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give someone that's just starting out in your industry today, in the food industry, is what I'm guessing is what you want to talk about, right?
Yeah. Food industry. Advice to someone starting out, I would say, you got to know the game you're in. It's not a walk in the park. Unfortunately, social media is a great thing and also a bad thing at times, especially when it comes to being an entrepreneur and what you really think it's like and to what it actually is. Because you see people wake up, they post their videos, and everything looks real good and fun and easy, but behind the scenes, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. You don't know about. So that would be some good advice is to know your lane, know how you want to approach things. Definitely have what you're best at. Leading you as your forefront of what you want to kind of like revolve your ideas and your business around. Um, keep your costs low as you can starting off. Make sure you reach out to local hubs or like business development centers, stuff like that.
Don't be afraid to get yourself out there.
Yeah, it's a good way to.
A lot of people don't want to.
Yeah. A lot of people, you want to take it all on your own, and you feel better when when you say I did it all on my own.
Yeah.
But you always got to reach out for your help and your lifelines.
What are we on the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Call your lifelines in. You remember that show?
Yeah, I do. That was a good show, man. I used to be tuned in, man.
Yep.
I like the phone your friend,
That's the best one.
Yeah, they call a random person.
Hello.
The guys at Kroger or something, He's like, "Hey, Jimmy, I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire." That was always funny to me. You catch the person doing whatever, and they're like, "Well, I need to ask you this question for $1 million."
Yeah.
My friend's like,
I work at Kroger. What do you mean? Or wherever it is. Yeah.
Friends like lost. But yeah, best advice is don't be afraid for help. Know exactly where you want to go, and kind of stick to it, and
Cool.
reach out to different avenues to help you build up, because it's rough just starting out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, I'll sit there all day and email people.
Mm-hmm.
I'll text, call, email. I don't care.
Yeah.
I've gotten people. Oh, what are you bothering me for? What are you doing? I don't care. Hey, you don't like it? Block my number. I got shit to do.
At this point, because
I'm working 7 days a week. I don't care. I'm on it. I'm not. I won't stop either. Like, and that's how it is. You 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
You think about this business all day, don't you?
Yeah. It can't stop. You know what I mean?
Right.
Someone can hit me up at 11 at night. Oh, you want to order, or you want to plan a private little a chef meal, or like. I'll answer. We'll get it planned out.
Oh yeah. So typically, right now, like, what's a day look like for you?
Right now,
for the business.
For business, a day looks like you gotta get up, check your emails. Right now it's booking a lot of events for me. Like we're coming up on a busy season of like vendor events and pop-up shows. Things like that. So it's really mainly planning out my schedule mainly.
Cool.
I'm checking emails. I'm reaching back out to, event coordinators and things like that, and touching base with them.
Yeah.
Got to sign up for everything. Get your application in. They might want you to send pictures of your products and your setup. So yeah, it's mainly just planning everything out. I'm making sure I'm staying ahead on my inventory for my sauces, because that's what I'm looking to push more now.
Yeah. I think this is a great idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah. It was such a good switch up for me, because
Yeah.
I'm used to being
I was there. I watched it pretty much happen almost. It was like right there. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I'm so used to being in the kitchen, chefing, breaking my back, doing this, doing that. And then with this, it's like a whole new lane. You know what I mean? It's a little lighter on me. I'm not cooking as much, and I'm not dealing with foods and raw meats.
Yeah.
So cleanup is a breeze
Right.
when I'm making sauces and things like that. So
I can see it in your eyes. You got the hunger here.
avenue.
Yeah. You're onto something.
yeah,
Yeah, you're about to pop.
Trying to be
Yeah, you're good. Ooh,
Truth bomb.
truth bombs. What's a hard truth about business most people don't talk about?
Hard truth about business.
Yeah.
You got to be so organized. You know what I mean? Like no one.
I just got organized. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I get it.
no one talks about the. You got to keep track of paperwork. You may have a license or something. You might have got the license, a year or two ago, but you got to hold on to it forever. So you got to have stuff filed away and, on your laptop, or you might have to have actual papers, a little folder where you hold everything.
If not, you're gonna be chasing your tail.
Yeah. You're going to be looking for this stuff when
Like the Beast.
something
I don't know
pops
if
up.
anyone knows about the Beast yet, but
What's that?
I got for the Blissed Out Media, our mascot, our character is
okay.
called the Beast.
Yeah.
It's also he calls himself the King.
Nice.
So the big branding of that it's been in my mind for a long time.
Mhm.
I created it a long time ago,
Okay.
like the logo.
Yeah.
I've had the logo for a long time, and I was like, why did I make this? Until I got here, and I'm like,
now
oh,
you're
so
like,
sometimes you don't even know what you're doing
Yeah.
when you're doing it.
Exactly.
And then you come back and you're like, oh, okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, okay. Because I was all excited about it. My wife's like, why are you excited about this? This means nothing.
Mhm.
Like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean? I mean, this is awesome. This is cool. And then I didn't do nothing. And then I just brought it back out, and she's like, were you thinking of that 10 years ago? I'm like, not really, but
But now it
makes sense now.
So
I was so
thinking
excited about it. Yeah, sometimes there's a vision and there's breadcrumbs. I feel like,
Yeah.
you're kind of just like you said, your own lane.
Mhm.
You got to go down your own lane. You're looking for those, breadcrumbs almost sort of thing, trying to figure out which lane is yours.
Yeah.
And trust me, I've been in spots where that resistance, I'll push through it, trying to push through it
Yeah.
until you just can't anymore. And it's like, okay, now you got to go a different angle.
Okay.
Got to go a different path, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just different things along that path that will, just push you more towards this way, or have you go that way a little bit as you're, traveling on the path.
I mean, did you ever think you'd be sitting here on a podcast?
Nah,
You know what I mean?
Hey,
Like,
not really.
right.
I didn't, to be honest. No, this is.
And you're coming in like I said before we got on camera. You're coming in at a good time because we pretty much got most of this dialed in.
Yeah.
And
I see. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice in here. This is a good podcast setup.
Thank you.
He's gonna be offering this to other people that would like to do podcasts as well. So I think that's an opportunity for locals or anyone that wants to jump into the podcast lane, which I think is definitely developing to become something big within the next couple years for sure.
oh yeah. So we were talking about mindset earlier. What mindset shift changed everything for you? We all have a shift.
Yeah.
Something that just changed.
I would say
Was it the teacher thing?
The teacher thing
Yeah.
was definitely huge. It was definitely
Yeah.
huge because I would have never thought of being in like a competition like that on my own. And it just really sparked my mindset, and I got to see other people around my age that were doing the same competition. And then I would say another thing that kind of like sparked the mindset change was just I wouldn't say having a rough time, but just like different things going on at work in my personal life, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like man, I could be, you know, doing this for on my own or doing this for myself, and that's kind of like what changed my mindset. Me realizing that it was okay for me to not really want to focus on a job and you know, focus on, you know, other things that I think would be better for myself, like creating, you know, a business and things like that.
Yeah, I figured out I was an entrepreneur after about 20 to 30 jobs, something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know what I learned by going through all them jobs?
Yeah.
Because they were all different. They weren't the same.
Nah.
I know how a lot of businesses work, buddy.
Yeah. Picked up a lot of skills.
I know a lot
things,
about,
you know?
yeah, I know a lot. Yeah, I know a lot. I could start any business if I wanted to. I know a lot because I've been in them all. I feel like.
Yeah. No,
I was a waiter at one time. Waiter, cook, everything. So, we got a couple more questions here for the truth bombs. We got, what was something you believed early on that you later realized was wrong?
I would say cutting corners. That was something that I definitely, you know, everyone kind of does it. You know, I wouldn't say you have to do it, but that was something that I learned was something that was wrong. That you know, a lot of people do, and it's not the best way to go about things. And once I, you know, realized that, and you know, just started, you know, again, brain clicking. It's like, what am I really cutting corners for? You want it to be done the best way, be done the right way. There's no way to do that when you're cutting corners. You know?
No, like I said, if anyone, I've said this a couple times, but you'll hear me say it a lot.
Yeah.
If you're not doing business right and you're a business owner, I'm gonna tell you right now, you better figure it out quick, because there's reasons why there's systems in place. There's reasons why there's compliance. There's reasons. It's not, because of the government, this government. No, it works. Mm-hmm. If it didn't work, then they wouldn't have it, right?
Yeah.
So,
be doing something else.
Yeah. The amount of research I've done on just the back end, like you're saying, making sure everything's good. Mm-hmm. Like when we started the business, making sure you got your compliance posters, drug screening, background checks, just doing all these little things. Yeah. And it's like, we need to do this one thing. No, you got to do 20 things to get that one thing accomplished. Yeah. And that's just how it is. Yeah. And so just go towards that.
It is.
If it takes you a month to get it finished, knock it off. Write a list, Google Doc it, put it in your notepad, get the shit done, and let's get going. If you have a dream, you're the only one holding yourself back from the dream. So
yeah. Then to be honest, at the end of the day,
it is.
It was a very long process, you know, getting my license and everything secured for the sauces. Yeah. So, and exactly like you said, you got to do 20 things to get to the one thing, which is, you know, the ultimate end goal. But those 20 things, But those 20 things,
and then the money in your pocket,
and those 20 things can't be skipped on the way to getting that one, and you just slowly.
Because if not, you wouldn't be sitting here with these.
Exactly.
You know, you had to go through that. Yeah. Yep. Sometimes you get a headache from it. Sometimes sometimes you get in flow state. Have you been in a flow state before, where you just, that day just flows perfect, and you feel like you moved mountains that day.
Yeah.
Things that you thought would have took you 6 months. You know, maybe took you a day, and you're like, wow, that was quick.
Yeah.
Or something you were procrastinating. Mm-hmm. I've done that.
Yeah.
I've procrastinated, and then it's like, you know what? I got a new saying. Yeah. Do it now.
Yeah.
That's my new saying. Do it now. Do it now. So everything I try to do, if I can, I do it now.
Yeah.
If not, I write it down, notepad, talk.
It's on the checklist.
It's on something. Yeah.
If it's not done now, have it on your checklist somewhere, you know, towards the top.
Yeah. So what motivates you to keep pushing forward?
What motivates me is, you know, things like this. Like I'm passionate about my business. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to talk about it, tell people about it, things like that. So, you know, just doing a podcast like this motivates me. You know what I mean? Like after this,
you're gonna be fired up.
After this is done, I may go knock on 30 doors. I might try to sell 30 bottles of sauce today. No, I'm playing. Yeah. I'm not gonna knock on any doors, but
I get you what you're saying. It's gonna light you up.
Yeah, things like this, light me up, and then every once in a while I get you get a message on your Facebook or your Instagram or something like that, and someone's like, "Oh man, I like what you're doing," and I just want you to keep going, and you get stuff like that helps motivate you as well.
I got one real quick. I know I do this podcast, but sometimes there's something that I have to talk about. So what motivates me?
Yeah,
man, I got one for you.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the gym and I worked my ass off on this one quote for a company in town, big client, commercial client, and was on the treadmill texting back and forth trying to get this deal done on the treadmill. Texting back and forth, landed the client, and I'm saying it's a hefty client. It's a pretty big client. So for us to be able, I will take a call on the tread. I don't care what I'm doing, where I'm at. Hey, if it's business, and it's all about getting things done quick. So something that if you're waiting. Say someone calls you and they want a quote. Say you're in a business, you got a quote. Oh, I can't be there till Friday. No, you need to figure out how to get there as soon as you can get there. Mm-hmm. I'll quote on Sundays, A lot of companies ain't going to do that. Oh, we're open 9 to 5. No, I'm open 24/7, 365. You need a quote? I don't, my cleaning company, Blissful Cleaning, we do commercial cleaning all through Ohio.
Yeah.
So, we just started that. Yeah. We're pretty excited about it.
We got to get you out to the Natty now.
Push. Yeah, if you see anyone in Cincy,
I'll send them your info.
Yeah, because we got it set up and systems in place that we're able to service all of Ohio. But just for something like that, it's pretty cool. But enough about that. Let's get back into it. Truth Bombs is done. The Blissed Out Truth Bombs are finished. We're gonna head on to the next segment here.
All right.
Thirsty. All right. Product detonation. So 3, 2, 1. Detonate, baby. We're about to blow shit up in here. Okay, ready? What is the main product or service your business offers? Sauces, correct?
Yeah.
That's what you're pushing.
That's what I'm pushing right now. Yeah.
Man, you make some good food too, bro.
Yeah.
All right. What problem does your product or service solve for your customers?
I would say the product solves
hunger.
The product solves hunger. It solves flavor that you might be missing at home. Mm-hmm. It solves the at-home chef that's not that experienced. You got some people. Yeah, you got some people who get in the kitchen and only thing they really know is salt and pepper. See,
I already know.
See, that's all they know. And then I get a whole. I talk to them and introduce them to the sauces. And now they're at home thinking they're Chef Mikey C. They're thinking they're me. They're thinking they're the sauce. Man.
Oh yeah, and I like that.
That's kind of what I'm going for. There.
I do my own rubs and seasonings. Mm-hmm. I make a mean taco seasoning.
Okay.
Do not buy the packs. Don't buy the packs. Just go look up a recipe. It's really easy. Just buy the stuff. Make it yourself.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah. A lot of ground cumin in mine.
Cumin. Oh yeah. Cumin's a good seasoning. Cumin's a great seasoning. Add that little spice, little heat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we start talking about food, we ain't gonna get nothing done on this show.
Bud. Podcast.
No. What makes what you offer different from others in your industry?
I would say basically just I
love your branding.
Thank you. Yeah, I would say just I'm going for a different kind of vibe, kind of look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. You don't see.
You even got the.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
I've got a logo pendant here.
That's a reminder.
Yeah, it's a reminder. It's people might ask, hey, what do you got on?
That's the first thing I noticed. I love it. That's a great idea.
That's my logo for my business, and now we're talking business to a random person who just saw my necklace and liked it.
Cool.
So yeah, just basically
It's different.
Yeah, it's different. The branding and the flavor.
Yeah. Oh, I know the flavor's great. Yeah. All right. What's the most popular service or product people come to you for? These, right? These sauces?
I would say between the sauces and when I do like my meals for like pop-up deliveries on DoorDash and things like that, I get a lot of traction on DoorDash.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Where are you currently serving? Cincy?
Service in Cincinnati right now. I've got a commercial kitchen to operate out of. It's in Lincoln Heights. So which is like a smaller city in the tri-state area. But yeah, mainly service in Cincinnati, but I do travel. I'm going to be doing some pop-up events here in Sandusky this summer. Coming up soon.
Let me know when you're in town, bud.
Weather breaks.
Yeah, let me know what you got going. If you're in town, let me know.
Definitely.
Yeah, always.
Gotcha.
Cool, bro. All right, next. What's something about your product or service that most people don't realize or they overlook that you've noticed?
I would say,
I don't know. It pretty much catches my eye. I don't see any problem with
you know what I mean,
any of it.
So the one thing I would say would be just kind of like the private chef or catering part. A lot of people think I just mainly do the sauces and pop-ups and markets and things like that, but I do offer
you do catering services
and private meals.
And you offer those where at in Cincinnati?
So I'm in Lincoln Heights. I'm in the kitchen. It's called Essential Commissary.
Okay.
That's my home base. That's where I produce the sauces. That's where I prepare all my food for catering events and things like that.
Awesome.
So,
that's cool. Yeah. You do got a lot of cool stuff going on.
Hey, I'm trying, man. Gotta keep it.
So if you're in that area and you're looking for catering services, reach out to Chef Mikey C. I just call you Chef.
Yeah, that works.
All right, Chef. All right. Anyways, if someone listening right now needs what you offer, what's the first step they should take to get your product or service?
First step they should take is contacting my business phone line, which is 283-235-2703. You can give me a call, text message. I'm just like you. I'll answer on the treadmill. I'll answer.
I see you in the gym.
I'll answer driving to work. Yeah, you gotta keep the body in mind.
It's one and the same, ain't it?
It goes along with the business,
Yep.
But yeah, reach out to me through my phone number, Instagram, Facebook.
You got an email?
I do have an email. Email is tfpmobile19@gmail.com. What we got?
We're working. So far, things are going pretty well.
Yeah, I like this, man.
Yeah.
I
it's different.
Talk business all day.
I love it. Yeah. Well, you come up with ideas too. When you're talking business with somebody else, things will pop out at you that you might not realize as well too.
Yeah.
Because if you're anything like me, I'll dissect this whole day.
Yeah.
Later on tonight, that's like when I unwind sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'll start dissecting the high points, the good parts, and I'll probably laugh at some of these, But yeah, I'm glad you're on the show, and you picked probably one of the best times to come on. We just rolled out the new version of it, and we have it all set up. So we got sound effects, we got bites, we got different things to make it flow good and keep the audience happy and
happy and entertained.
Happiness, entertainment, food.
Yeah.
What else is there?
On the right path.
All right, we got the Big Bang round.
Big Bang.
The Big Bang. Here at Blissed Out, we have a bunch of different things lined up and cool things in store for everybody. One is the Big Bang round. So these are like the rapid fire questions. I'm just going to rattle these off. Whatever first comes to mind, you just hit it and we'll go on to the next one. Okay. It's quick, easy. And you can just look right there and I'll just rattle these off. You can just go. Cool. Coffee or energy drink? You can say neither too.
I'm going to say coffee. I've been getting more coffee lately. Yeah.
Same. Early bird or night owl?
Mixture of both, honestly. More night owl. More night owl.
Biggest risk you've ever taken?
Putting myself out there and investing in the business, maybe a little more than I should have, or not in the right area that I should have, and Had to take that, that whack upside the head.
Right.
Favorite
book or podcast?
Favorite podcast is gonna be Blissed Out. This is the greatest thing I've done in weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me today.
Heck
sure.
yeah. Appreciate you, bud.
Yeah.
Yep. I met you. I'll get into it at the end, but yeah, I've known him for a little while, and it's a cool story how we met. Yeah. It's just weird how things happen.
It is. And I just started remembering.
One habit that changed your life.
One habit that changed
Mine's
my
the gym.
life. Yeah. I mean, the gym is a very good one, but I would just say focusing in and being more consistent for what I feel is best for myself and the business. It's been a good habit.
Best advice you've ever received?
I would say best advice was to believe in yourself and not let anyone else take away from what that you can do or your goal.
People try to rain on your parade. Yeah, don't let them. Yeah. My thing is don't tell them what you're doing until it's done.
Yeah, that too.
And I do tell people too some things, but they don't even know half of it. And
I was just gonna say I'm bad at it. I'll say everything. I'm always posting and talking and stuff. But yeah, that's
what would you tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self to take things more serious that you want to like be known for or things that you want to be good at. Whatever your passion is or whatever you want to do, be serious as you can with it or about it.
Yeah, I take I have a lot of fun, but I take it seriously fun. You have to take it serious.
Yeah.
This is your lives, your life you're talking about. You got to take it serious.
Yeah.
You have to have fun doing it too.
Yeah. It's just the balance and know when to when to hit that serious switch.
Well, that was the Big Bang. Bam! What you think of that one? You like that?
No, I like it. I like questions that are gonna make me think and come up with like a rapid fire.
Heck yeah!
I used to be a manager, so thinking real fast on your feet and coming up with stuff. Is, what I used to do.
Well, that wraps it up for Blissed Out. If you'd like to be on one of our upcoming episodes, blissedoutmedia.com. You can find us on there. The website is currently being built while we're recording, but I have plans of getting that done before this podcast pops up. So blissedoutmedia.com. You're going to be able to find all our info on there. We're on all different social medias. We're on all different sorts of podcasts. So you can listen to wherever you get your podcasts, and you can watch us at wherever you get your socials. And thanks. Blissed out, baby. Boom! Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.